working on, going live. So I'm going to be live on YouTube. Here we are, live on YouTube. So, I am a little everything. I am a spiritual teacher, healer. I teach you how to care for yourself, and we do tarot readings. Hello. Did you ever go talk to that girl? Let's pull you up here. Come on camera. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook, because we're just starting this all over again, and I wanted to make sure that everybody got in on this. So this is woohoo! Like I'm very excited. So the thing is that if we don't overthink our stuff, like in our mind, it makes life so much easier. So things happen to us, and we get it caught up, and we don't stop thinking about all the things that could go wrong. So and then we get caught up in that thought. Let me move my elephants. My little elephants. They was gathered around my mouse earlier, telling me you can do this. So the thing is, we get caught up in our thoughts and get overwhelmed. Do we read from this today? No. Okay. Do we read through these today? Okay, got one or two in there. Do we read from the book of Oden? Because they're like, I can read pictures. I can look into your eye, and the eyes tell me what's really going on in yourself. And when we have those negative thoughts, the eyes say so much. Some people do palm reading. I'm working on that, but it's not a full-fledged thing. So do we read from the book of Oden? Not today, they say. Okay, we're going to put the book of Oden over there. And we are going to the next one. As tarot, the Astral Path Tarot, do we read? No. Okay. Do we read from Doreen Virtue? The therapy cards. I get yes. Okay. Do we read from this deck? No. Do we read from this deck? No. Do we read from this deck? No. Oh, I got it. Instant yes. I didn't even have to ask. So the Lovers Tarot, because right now all of us are in that we need somebody to love us. And the thing is, it's got to come from the heart. It has to come from the heart to be able to, let me move that back a little bit. I feel like it's like right on top of me. So if we move out of this mind up here, then it's easier for us to transfer those thoughts from the heart, because the heart is what we're supposed to be traveling from. And the thing is that our minds, we get so tied up in our minds that we miss a lot of things. And sorry, I'm trying to fix my Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember my decision. Um, we're just going to exit out of there right now. Okay. But we don't want to open that right now. I don't want to go in that right at this second. So the thing is that we're supposed to be moving out of the mind and dropping into the heart, and because the mind holds on to so much trauma, so much issues, we are going from yes, no, oh, I can't, or this is impossible of healing. We don't know which way to go. So we're going to pull some cards today and see what Oden, the Ascended Masters, the Ancient Ones, and the Goddesses and the Archangels. Did I get y'all? Did I get everybody? Have to say about this today. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, hello. We're doing a collective reading today. I changed my stuff because we had some people trying to take advantage, and so we're live on YouTube and Facebook right now with Instagram. So we're live on actually 3 sites at this moment. So Kuritakiwa, I call in the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, the Ancient Ones, Oden, and the Goddesses for guidance, and the people's guides that are here. Oh, we got one to fall out. Not the Nine of Wands. So in this card, I see it's really bright and there's a lot of future in here, but there's something happening. A lot of change is happening in this card. So there's a lot of change coming up in this card. All the change is showing me right in here, but the colors are really, really bright. So the choices that are being made are right choices. But see the face, there's still some worry about things that's going on. So the thing is, this is the time, like right now is the time to, sorry, I got so much light coming in. My light force is overwhelming the card. So the thing is, in all of this card, I'm seeing change, but then on the face, I see worry. And you got your magical wand in your hand, and you can change so much, but the mind is the one that's making it a little harder for your change. And because you keep thinking about what can go wrong. Well, if we keep thinking about what can go wrong, then a lot of things will go wrong. Let's just, for shits and grins, right at this second, let's see. News, announcements, messages arriving. Yeah, we told you a message. Dark youth, loyalty, friend, a person to be trusted. But see, there's indecision and rash choices. So see, that's where, the whole look in his face comes in, because it comes down to, I have all of this, but there's still something missing here. He believes that there's something missing, that there's more out there. but you have your wand, right? You have your wand to change everything, to make everything change, but you're stuck in the mind, and the mind isn't helping you proceed forward. So the part of proceeding forward is that I hear confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Have knowledge that you're going to be able to do this and move in the direction that you want to go. So don't let go of where you've made it. You have everything in your hand. You gotta clear the mind. So if you're not clearing the mind, everything that this card is bright and beautiful. I haven't seen them that bright and beautiful for a very long time. But see, the whole thing is the battle with the mind. And that's what they keep telling me, the battle with the mind, and understanding that the mind is the only thing holding you back. So if you get out of your own way, everything will happen. I stated a couple months ago, I'm getting out of my own way. And so many things opened up right away. Then I got back in my way again. So then again, you have to remove yourself, because sometimes it happens so many times that you're like, oh, I just give up. And that's the whole thought. That's where the whole look in his face is. You know, the whole look in his face is that you're not going to be able to proceed forward, that you're stuck. You see the letter there? The universe is trying to give you a sign and tell you that it's going to be okay. And he's got roses on his neck, and he's got a little rose down here. It looks like almost a rose bee right down in there. But the thing is that we overthink so many things, and then we push them out and we don't get them. So understanding that you have everything that you're asking for, but you got to let go of this. Because once you stay in this here, you're not moving forward. You're just stuck. And you can have everything in your hands and not be able to do it. Sissy, you're very nice to throw your spiritual advice. Let's throw you up on here. You want to throw some advice up here? Let's see. No, let's see. We're going to fix you, homie. Come on live. Come live. Because you want to throw your advice in here. You want to come on my page and throw some advice up in here. Let's do it. Bring your advice live. If you have enough cojones to do that, then you'll be able to come live. So I'm going to get you. The thing is, there's always somebody that comes in and tries to tell them that they can do it better than you. And they might be able to. But the one thing is, I don't play no holds bar. I tell you straight how it is, and I don't care what you think. Because the thing is, truth will set me free. Truth will set me free. And in that, I don't go on anybody else's page, and I don't scam tarot reading. Those kind of people are on the lower list of heaven because they're not going to make it in. For one, they're trying to steal what you already got. So that's one thing. Like, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? That's where all of this comes in. And Sissy uh, just showed up to prove the whole point, that there's always somebody that will come in and try to weasel their way in to get what they want, but they can't go out on their own and get it. And so all you do is take your magical, make them leave. You don't have to stay on there. So, one day I got 4 people coming on and trying to come into my live on Facebook. So they can keep trying. You can come like my page. That's where the strength card comes in, right? That's where the strength card comes in. Strength. You got to have strength to be able to deal with people. You got to have strength to be able to understand there's so much more to you. I'm going to close this a little bit so I can get a little less light on my beautiful bright cards here. Today, they're really shining, really bright. So strength comes from knowing that you already have what you're looking for and not worrying about what's going to happen. Stop worrying about what's going to happen, because if you keep worrying about what happens, then you're just stuck. You're running a circle. But that strength card comes in and it will bring well, this applies to all. Love. And love, you could have love right in your hand, but will you second guess that you have love? Is the question. Can you second guess everything? You can second guess that you have everything. This card applies to everything. And the thing is that you have everything in your hands, but you keep thinking, it's not good enough. And love starts here. Love starts here in the heart. So, Janet, have you looked inside the self for the love? Because the thing is, the love inside the self gives you the strength to go out and find. And if we don't love ourselves, it's really hard to find that love outside of ourselves, because it goes back to this one, knowing that you have it. 2, having enough strength to hold on to it. 3, what you're creating in here, inside the body, is being produced outside the body. So if you're not loving this here, it's going to be hard for everybody else to love what's on the outside of you. Because whatever they're giving you is not going to be good enough, because you didn't give it to yourself first. And being the healer that I am and dealing with the people that I've dealt with for over 30 years of doing this work, it starts here. Even with myself, it starts here. If I don't love this here and love what I do and enjoy myself in just being with myself, that's the hardest part for a lot of people, is just being with ourselves. They don't want to be with themselves, because in being with themselves, they don't have enough strength to deal with themselves. And to change this, people will fall in love with you, and they'll come in droves, and then you'll be able to pick whatever you want. But if you stay focused on what you don't have, then you're stuck on, I don't have lane. I'm insignificant on Park Avenue because it's not happening on Boulevard. So, and all of those, it comes back to, I'm not worthy enough. Nobody loves me. No, who would want me? Because those words come from the negative thoughts that come through our brain. And so whenever we have a negative thought, it comes through the brain because we're opening a portal. Okay. We open the portal above our heads. All right. This is how those negative energy thoughts come into you. You have one little thought in the mind, because the mind is the battlefield. You have that one little thought in your head. And what happens is that you open a portal, and next thing you know, you got all these negative thoughts coming in. It's because they can't live without you. The negativity cannot live without a human host. The positive can live without the human host because they're positive, but the negative has to drain you. It has to take your energy. It has to make you want to be the host. So once you keep stating in that, I'm not good enough, nobody wants me, or my life isn't right without somebody, it would be better. But really think about it. Where you're trying to find your happiness is right here. And once you start understanding that you find that happiness here, it makes life so much different, because then you realize, oh my God, I've been teaching these people how to treat me this whole time, because that's the way I'm treating myself. So misusing myself makes other people misuse me. And the understanding of finding that real love is here first, because then it'll be easier for you to love somebody and for somebody to love you. And it takes time. It's not like with our phones, we like instantaneous, right? We go for that instantaneous feeling all the time. So if we don't get it instantly, we're like, I'll see you later. That wasn't worth it. I have to do all that work. Yes. Aren't you worth it? I mean, we put value in so much more. Why can't we put value in ourselves? Why can't we actually take that time and physically work on ourselves? Because if we want that love, the only way it's going to come in is through us. Because if we don't love ourselves, then we're pushing others away. Nobody's going to come fix us. We have to fix ourselves. And this card says that we have everything. We could have everything. But we think about what we can't have, or what we don't have. And then we don't use our magical wand to go, remove all of that. I want all of that gone. And we don't use our strength, because we have so much strength. We have strength inside of ourselves. But when it comes to working on the self, we get tired, we get exhausted. It's overwhelming. We build mountains. Look, I even got my mountains. And I got a big mountain, or I got a little mountain. Which one do you want to choose? And the thing is, with the mountains that we're creating, we could have several layers of each level, okay? So as we're traveling up that mountain, just traveling up that mountain, we're like, oh God, it's exhausting. Let's just go back down. And the thing is that there's another one trying to pour in on the tarot reading, y'all. But we make it halfway up that mountain and we give up. And the thing is, somebody else can give you something, but is it really going to be for your good? And this other person that came in, that's trying to horn in on taking the tarot reads from, you could go get a tarot read from that person, but is that person going to give you what I will give you? Because I don't just give you a read, I give you spiritual advice and I walk you through and I stay with you the whole time. Are they going to do that? Are they going to invest their time like that? Probably not, because they just want your money. Me, I would like to have some of your money, but the thing is, it's the healing and it's the understanding of giving forth to that person. It's the understanding of giving forth to the self. So they can come in and take whatever they want, but I'll still be here. And I'll still be doing what I'm doing and what I've been doing for 30 years. I just wasn't always on the media, but I've been doing this for a very long time. So, and it doesn't take much. All it takes is looking into the eye and telling a person exactly what I see in them. It's how they hold themselves. Like right now, my shoulders are down because I have a lot of weight on my shoulders. Spirit has gave me a huge job to do, and I'm holding many plates, and I'm trying to get all those plates to work the way I want. And so it weighs me on my shoulders, and sometimes it's overwhelming. But I know I have strength. I know I can do this because I have everything in front of me. That's the point. Remembering that we have everything in front of us and understanding that. So, we ask the goddesses, the archangels, ascended masters, Oden, and the ancient ones. Show us what else we shall know out of this deck. Tokapo ale, takiwo makati. Stop. Do I shuffle this part? No? Okay. We split it. Top, middle, or bottom? Bottom. Okay, I'm hearing bottom. That's the, see? I like it when the cards confirm what I'm saying, because the King of Coins, he's got, when the cards confirm what I'm saying in the live, those are is awesome, because we got everything in our hands. Everything's right there. But we feel like we're so far away. We feel like that we're so far away that we can't grasp it. All right. That he's joyful. He's happy. Let me turn it upside down. Look how happy he is. Like everything. But those eyes are telling me, I want something more. I have all of this, but I want something more. And to understand that is to be able to see those things. The book's here. I only looked at the other one just for the heck of it, to see what it was saying. And the cards are bright today. They're bright and beautiful. The colors are popping. There's no darkness in the whiteness, because the other day when I did a reading, it was really dark, but this is really, really bright. And to understand that we have so much more to us. So the thing is, to understand this is to be able to see it. And what was it? I told My friend the other day, 2 days ago, she was on Messenger with me talking to me, and I was collecting herbs. Um, and the thing was, I told her to step outside of herself and look through her own window. How often do we do that? How often do we step outside of ourselves and look in our own window? When we step outside of and look in everybody else's window, and we can point out with them, as my friend in Colorado was like, "Oh my God, that was so easy." I'm like, "Yeah, it's easy telling somebody else. Now practice what you preach." And she's like, "Oh, well, that's a little harder." Exactly. But we only make it as hard as we can because we have everything. We have the love. We have what we're looking for. But it's walking into those deep waters. Area back there, just this little dark area. It's not that bad. It's not like scary or overwhelming, but we can make it overwhelming. We can put it to be overwhelming. And understanding this, that it's only us doing it. But when everything else, we already had it. It's already there. So they're like, let go, let go, let go, and give it away, because it doesn't help. What you're doing, it's not helping yourself. And taking care of yourself is not selfish. Somebody asked me for a birthday gift the other day on excuse me, on I feel like I need to come up. On Messenger, and I'm like, "Dude, what'd you get me for my birthday?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, going to get me something." And I was like, don't think so. Because I give a lot of stuff away of my free will choice, but there's those ones that think that you should give a lot more away. So then you're giving yourself away, and you're not bringing anything back to yourself. So then you're deplenished. And that's where you have everything in your hand, but there's still something missing because you didn't work on the self. You didn't put the self first. And it's not being selfish, putting the self first. When somebody tells me I'm being selfish that way, I'm like, "Oh, don't think so, homie." Because working on the self is the best thing I could do. You know why? Because when I work on the self, I am moving everything on the outside of me, because we're made up of water, and we're made up of earth, and we're made up of dirt, air, the universe, all of it. So when we change this in here, we're changing our outside world. And then everybody's like, "Oh, did she get her hair done? What is she doing?" Or did he get a new outfit? Or what did he do? It's because you changed this part in here. And it's a challenge. But that's what I'm here for. In assisting all of us to move forward. And because I know I don't want to hang on to the baggage that we've all created in this world. It's not just this time. We've been on a broken record for a very long time, just going around and around. All right. And females are fast in movement. They're going like this. Well, males is like this. They move really slow. So the female's going like this, and the male might move like that. And then he ain't going to move for a while. But the thing is, this has to change too, because there's two sides of us in there. So we have the female and the male part. We all have it. We're all made up of two planets. 2 planets, not 4 planets, 2 planets, and they're on each side of us. So we got the male side and the female. And the thing is to get both of them to work together inside of ourselves without fighting with each other. And to understand where that healing comes from and taking that deep dive into the water and realizing, wow, why have I been holding on to that? I mean, each one is a layer. It's a layer. It's like a layer of these cards. So each time you work on yourself, you're like, oh, I got that healed. So that's gone. That falls away. But you still have a layer. So it could be something really simple that hits that layer of issue. And then you're like, but I already dealt with that. But the thing is, our brain cells go throughout our body. Okay. And in those brain cells are memories. And in that are layers of what's happened to us and what we're holding on to. So to understand so much more, we have to work on the brain cells from that point. And we have to work on what we're doing. And if we're not doing something we love and enjoy, we're going to stack more layers on top of it. And then we have to go through those layers all over again until we find that we got rid of those. And moving forward is letting go of them all, letting them go, and understanding that we really let go, because there's letting go when I tell them they haven't let go, because I have to call myself out. I have to call myself out in that. Don't lie, no lie. No lies. No, don't lie to yourself, because when you lie to yourself about what you're trying to hold on to, because you have everything right in front of you. So if you have everything right in front of you, then what are you really holding on to? You're holding on to that pain. And to understand that is to be able to see it. But sometimes we have to, yes, you can ask me a question. Sorry, I just seen that. Yes, you can. You can ask a question. To understand the things that we do that makes it harder on ourselves. Oh, holy moly, I had money. See, sometimes things are happening. Yes. If you do a donation to me, I will do a tarot reading for you. So you have to donate. All of my links are up there. So if you donate, I'll do a tarot reading for you. Let's see. That one left out. We was live on Facebook too. No, that's not the one I want. So let me know when you I'll know on my links when you do that. Um, so um, once we let go of the things that we're doing, and thank you for the love, and they're like control, let go of control. So once we hit of letting go of control, then it's easier. And you can donate whatever you want right now. Okay, I'm going to give you a whatever donation at this moment. I will be doing like a 1-card pool, and I will be doing a 1-card pool this week for free. And I don't know why my phone's having so many issues right now. But it doesn't take much to go up on the link and donate. You have to get it in. So the thing is to understand of letting go, of truly letting go of what you're doing. And the more we don't let go, the harder it gets for us. It gets overwhelming. We get upset, and knowing that the mind is the battlefield that we're battling. So if we're battling this, then the problem is that the problem is in the battle we don't let go. In the battle we don't let go. Oh, good, you can hear me. Yay! Just had to check. So knowing this, we do this, and what's happening is in that moment that we hang on to it. We like overtake everything, and then it doesn't work, right? Because then it's harder for everything for us for it actually to work for us, and it gets physically hard. I've got a little friend flying around in here. So understanding that we are the only ones that can change our cards and turn them upright and move that forward, and there's not too much to say after that, right? Because really you have everything there. You just got it turned around a little bit. So the thing is to get that card to flip for you, and for all those things completely, to see those eyes. Those eyes are like, there's missing something. You're missing the inside of the self. You're missing knowing the true self. So the understanding of this, that it only takes you to make the first step. You're the only one that can make the first step to your own healing, because you have it all right in your hand. But see, that's where we get caught up into, it's hard. It's really hard to do this. And then you're like, I can't do this. Katana, help me. And that's what I'm here for, to help. But the thing is, of helping, I can't do it without the free will. And the free will sometimes gets in the way. We got kicked off of Facebook and Instagram there. So, in understanding this, that it takes your free will to be able to take that step forward. It takes your free will to take that walk. Because if you're not going to take that walk for yourself, nobody else can do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. You're the only one that can do it. So understanding that is key to turning this card upside down. And look how beautiful it is. I mean, it has so much potential, but we get caught up in that mind. And we tell ourselves, oh, we don't have this. Or I don't have somebody to love me. Do you love yourself? It starts with the self. I apologize for earlier. I don't know what happened, but I lost connection. So the thing is, we get caught up in that, and I'm gonna move that right over there so it doesn't. Well, that's hot too. So we're gonna put it back. Like maybe it's my computer making it hot. But if we don't step outside and look at the self and see how we're allowing people to treat us, because we treat ourselves that way. That sun's really coming through today. And the thing is that if we don't do that, then we don't have somebody else. We can't blame somebody else for us not healing. And it's harder for us to get that love because that person can love you tremendously. Love you and like will die for you kind of love. But if you don't feel it here, you're not going to see it out here. Because no matter what that person gives you, it's not what you can give yourself. Wait, I said that wrong, right? I said that wrong. It's not what the person that's giving you that is nothing like what what yourself can give you. That's the way I'm supposed to say it. They're like, you got it backwards. So understanding that it comes in that self-healing first. It comes into that healing of the self. And I could, tell myself what's wrong with me. I'm fat. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. We're not perfect because we're here on earth. The perfect person is our soul. And our soul is dying to let go of things. It's ready to let go. And once we start letting go, that's where all those back pain. Somebody has some lower back pain, like on the right-hand side. It could be left-hand side, but right-hand side, I'm getting lower back pain because that's baggage. Okay, we put baggage. We put it. I've seen it tied to the wrist. I've seen suitcases on the shoulders. I've seen a backpack on the back, and it's not just yours, especially if you're an empath, because you can feel everybody else. But the one thing I understand, because I'm an empath too, that's how I can do this. I can feel, and I'm Pisces. So I'm swimming in those waters. I'm I'm as deep in those waters as you possibly can go. That's the reason why I can feel people so easily. And the thing is that if we don't let go, then those waters get really mucky. And then we were like, oh, close that up and I'll just throw it on my back somewhere. So that's where that lower back pain comes from, is all of that baggage that you're hanging on to. And how do you get rid of it? Is you take your non-dominant hand and reach behind your back and take the energy and recognize this is the pain that I'm letting go, and throw it out your window. Throw it to your plants. Give it to your plants. Give it away, because that stuff is making you feel bad. That energy is where all of that negativity comes from, all of that negative thought that comes from. So the understanding of letting go, you really have to let go, because I've been doing healing for 30 years and tarot reading. I've done tarot reading for a very long time. That's the reason why the book is over here, and only time I look is when they're telling me to go find some words. Because sometimes they're like, you got to find a different avenue to find what you're looking for. So the understanding of the whole part of letting go is really letting go. Hey, Francis, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. So letting go of that is not my job. It's your job. It would be like, you have to do it for me. That's not your job for me either. So the understanding of giving it away, you can take it, and man, I feel that the lower back pain is really tremendously overwhelming. But what are you packing on your back? What are you putting on your back to make all of this pain happen? And if you guys are commenting, I can't see on Facebook. I don't know why it's not pulling up comments. I'm just being able to see a few people. So whoever's here, welcome. So if you're commenting, I apologize. I don't know why the feed isn't coming up that way. Trial and error. Can't have everything you want, right? Can't have everything. And I did change my prices, just to let y'all know. I changed my prices because what I was doing was giving everybody a chance. People come on and think that they was going to get everything for free every time I did a reading. Can't do that. You know, this energy costs. It's worthy of so much more. So hello, 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 hello. And Facebook is done kicked off again. Do we pull any more from this deck? No. So we're going to do the therapy card. Whoever came on Facebook, man. I think it's Francis, really. I want to know the truth. I think it's Francis that is the pain. She holds on to a lot of things. So Francis, let it go. We have the angel therapy cards. Sorry, I have oracle cards and therapy cards, so I want to make sure I did state it right. And these are from Doreen Virtue. I've had these cards for a very long time. They look pretty new, don't they? I've had them over 15 years, and I've used them a lot. They just hold up really, really good. These are classic collective cards now. I've heard like people are really paying a lot of money for these cards. They're amazing cards. I've always had really good luck with them, and awesome kick butt readings from the angels. So here we go. Facebook's back. Ha ha. So I apologize. We are having lots of difficulties with Facebook right now. It says, you're on YouTube. Why do you need me? So the understanding that sometimes things don't work the way you plan. Don't get frustrated. Okay, because even in this live of being on here, being on this is a teaching right now. The angels are telling me it's a teaching of you can't control things. You got everything you're asking for, right? You got everything that you're asking for, but you want so much more. Like you're wondering what else is out there. What else? Can I find somebody that loves me? Well, did you look inside first? Did you check out inside the self? Because everything is beautiful. You got beauty all the way around you. Because it's right here. It's right there, right there. Look, I see it right there. But we're always looking for somebody else to make us feel better, right? What happened to you? You know who makes me feel good every day? Myself. Because nobody else can make me feel the way I can feel. And as like I go out and pick herbs and I'm making my own oils, and I did find one that works with depression. And it calms the mind. And that's what our problem is. We overthink so many things that we push out all the other possibilities. So as you're overthinking and thinking too much, but you have everything in your hand, right? Everything's in your hand, but you keep processing. There's got to be so much more. There's so much more. I'm missing something. Yeah, you're missing you. You're missing this. You're missing that strength to be able to look inside the self, and that strength to move forward. That's what you're missing. Because you're halfway there. You're halfway there to having everything. And they wanted me to review this before we hit these cards, because these cards don't play around. Tattoo Tarot don't play around either. That's what I'm reading from right now is Tattoo Tarot. And they don't play around either. Where'd the box go? The box just disappeared, right? Because we wish things would disappear. That's crazy. Here. I don't know what I did with the box. But we wish things would disappear. We wish our negative thoughts would disappear. Well, they would if you stop opening portals. Because negativity can't live on earth without us. And if you're a white lighter watching this, they attack you a lot. Okay? If you're a white lighter, they're going to attack you so much because they don't want you here doing your job. They want hosts. They want to be able to keep those hosts. And understanding this, we get overwhelmed in our thoughts. Tokapu Anaki. Show me what else we should know in these cards. Stop. Top, middle, or bottom? Bottom. Let's see what's on the bottom. Ooh, what's it say? Healing away addictions. Okay, addictions are many things. Okay, being addicted to thinking negative, being addicted to chaos and destruction. It's just not drugs, alcohol, or it applies to all of that, but it's not just that. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Oh my God, what was I saying? See, we got confirmation all over again. All over again, right here in the live. All over again, right here in the live. It's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing, because Archangel Raphael is a master doctor of healing. And I love it when the cards are confirming exactly what I'm saying in the live. Like they're stating in the live what I just said. Let go of it. Stop holding on to those behaviors, because dealing away, healing away those addictions. Okay, it's not just alcohol. It's not just tobacco. It's not just those things, or bad behaviors to other people, bad behavior to yourself. It lies down to everything. They're like, let go of it. Let go of the problems. Let go of the things that you're holding on to, because it's not helping you. It's not helping you because you're holding on to some bullshit that happened a long time ago. And what they say, what was yesterday is dead and gone. But why did we hold on to yesterday? Because we like torturing ourselves, or that we enjoy that pain? Or is it because we really don't know how to let go? I'm always open to suggestions. Talk to me. Somebody tell me an answer to that. And the understanding that it's so easy to let go, but we make it so hard. We make it so hard, so hard, so hard that it's impossible to let go, right? It's impossible to, like, I could have gave up trying to get my channel up, my studio going, and I still have my clothing line to work on, my healing center. Like there's so many things. So the thing is, when I think about it, I get overwhelmed and I'm like, this is not going to work. But if I let go of those bad behaviors of saying that, and those things that make us think of those bad behaviors, and start that healing and dealing with what's really going on with this. I asked for Kito Amakiwa So understanding the love um, that we could have only if we started with ourselves. Because how much do you love yourself? Katana, I really love myself. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm not seeing everybody's comments. I apologize for that. It's just, I don't know what's up with Facebook today. But we're live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So we are live on all of them. So the understanding, dealing away your addictions, the bad behaviors that got you here. It is time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. So dealing away addictions. Dealing away with the addictions is not just alcohol or drugs or tobacco. It's and how you treat your inner self. Because you already have everything that you need, like everything's there. But the thing is, we have everything. There's everything growing around. But see, in this fire, I see a little chaos going on, a little bit. And those eyes are stating, these are the first cards that came out in this reading. So the eyes are stating that there's something like you're wanting so much more, but don't know how to get it. But you're holding your wand, and all you have to do is fling that wand and make things happen. Because when you fling that wand, you're letting go of the mind, and letting go of the mind, you're understanding what's coming from the heart. Because once you free the mind, how many songs from the 70s talks about freeing the mind? So many, right? Because that's what they was trying to do for everybody, is to give them strength to free that mind. This was our second card of the day, to give them that strength to free the mind. But then we all got caught up in like, oh, we don't have enough, we need more. This is the third card of the day. That we, coin it, King of Coins, which he's holding everything in his hands, but it's upside down. So you're not quite there. So everything you're holding in your hands is yourself, the self. But then we're healing away those addictions to how we treat ourselves and teach other people how to treat us. We do. I've the 2 months I've spent in Colorado this last time was eye awakening of, holy crap, I taught people how to treat me. Because we don't realize it, okay? Because the spirit's like, take a walk. The archangels are like, take a walk outside of yourself. See what you're doing. And how do you step out of the side of yourself? Well, you step out of your mind and you see yourself from your higher self. And to be able to see that and recognize those issues that we're having is because, because we taught other people how to treat us, because it's the way we treat ourselves. So coming back, well, you let everybody else do it, why can't I? It's like, oh my God, oh my, Really? I did that? Oh my goodness. Well, I taught everybody how to treat me. And that was the understanding of my 2 months in Colorado, spending time in Colorado, is teaching myself that I was teaching others to mistreat me, teaching myself that there's so much love in here. Why didn't I give it to myself? I give it to everybody around the world. I'll tell everybody I love you. I love you. I love you. But do I really love myself? My power class just showed up for Zoom. So the understanding of how we treat ourselves is in the words that we speak to others. Words are powerful. The words are more powerful than a sword. The words are so much more powerful because it can hurt us. It can make us have pain. But it comes down to what we're letting go of. And the power words, my power word class wasn't going away because they're like the power of words. And the thing is that we take our words for granted because they're spells. Why do you think when we was in school they called it spelling? Spell. When I was a little kid, I used to wonder, think, spell. Why do they call it spell? But nobody ever really told me, or nobody ever told me. It took me a long time to figure it out on my own, that certain words determine who we are. And if we're talking down about ourselves, in ourselves, and telling us how unworthy we are, then everybody's going to see that on the outside of us. Because what we're reflecting in here reflects out here. And what we're reflecting out of the eye is reflecting out of here. Because the eyes are the window to the soul. And they teach you so much. And the thing is, you gotta step outside of that box to be able to see what's in the box. And that's what I help people with every day. I've got many groups, many lines. People call me at all times of the hour and call out my name. I need help. And once I'm connected to those people, I can feel those people. And I can feel the collective. When I went to Denver, I could feel the collective. And the other part of being an empath, we take that victim role. But we're not victims. We're victorious. And the only way to understand being an empath is not to feel sorry for everybody, not to take their pain. Do not take their pain. It is theirs. If you take their pain from them, then they can't deal with their issues. They can't, like, somebody don't want to hear what I got to say. Like, I'm getting like earmuffs over my ears. So somebody's like, I don't want to hear what she's got to say. So, but the thing is, it's really true. Because being an empath, we take that part from other people because we can feel it. And then that person's like, oh man, I feel so much better. But does the empath feel better? No, because the way I understand it, over the 30 years of working on the self and doing my healing work with other people, is that it's a victim role. It really is. It's being the victim. It's staying in that victim mode. And we can't get out of it if we don't change it. And we can't get out of it if we don't recognize it, right? Because we're stuck in our head. I have an oil for that. I really do. I just made it. I'm waiting for my labels to come, but I do have an oil that, because I had a death just recently. My best friend, four-legged best friend, she passed away, and I was really depressed, and a lot of negativity thoughts was coming through. And the oil that I made, I put a little dab right here and like here and here. Calm. It calmed the mind so much that I was like, wow. I didn't have those thoughts racing, because they race in our mind, right? Because something's got to be happening up there, right? But it doesn't really have to. We could have a calm mind. We could calm that mind so we could actually travel into that heart, because we're supposed to free the mind. That's where the 70s music comes from. And we get that. So I apologize if you guys are uh, Jamie, I just seen your message. Yes, you can have a reading. Um, if you're still on here, let me know. The messages are not coming through the way I'm trying to get them, and somebody liked it, so somebody else is trying to get you to go for a reading with them. But yes, I will do a reading with you. You do a donation, I'll do a reading. And if you want a private reading, I'm perfectly fine with that. Sometimes it's better to do it privately than right on Messenger. But I mean, I've done the readings out live. But I do apologize because the feeds are not coming through Facebook the way they're supposed to. Don't know why right now. But let's go a little deeper into this deck while we're here. And if anything, Jamie Rose, I will message you through my business app. All right. If I don't see your comments here. But show us what we shall know today. Stop, top, middle, or bottom? Middle card. Thank you, guys. That was for me. I'm a powerful white lighter, just to let y'all know. Powerful white lighter. They're like, don't forget, just because somebody else is trying to horn on your stuff, you're a powerful white lighter. I said, what should we know today? Okay. I'm a powerful white lighter. It is safe for me to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. To the divine. See, okay, so we was talking about empaths. So the thing is about the empath is the white lighter. Okay, so the empath is the white lighter, and the thing is that, come on, fly. The flies are telling me, you're amazing. Flies can tell you so much, that you're amazing and beautiful, and there is so much more to you. That's what the flies can say. But being an empath is being a white lighter, and being that white lighter, we take on those roles, and we want to heal the humans, and heal those issues that is in those generational curses that we've been dealing with for centuries. We've been on a Look how she's shining right now. Like she's shining. Um, sh the thing is that we've been on this, roller coaster ride for a very long time. So a lot of us are ready for things to change. So I'm getting a headache up in the top of the head. Somebody has a headache in the top of their head, like right here, like around the eyes. So have your eyes checked. Okay. When was the last time you had your eyes checked? Because that it went away as soon as I said that. So have your eyes checked. Zunkakate Umakai Onaka. Show us what the collective should know today. The sun's coming in here and it's really warm. It's getting hot up in here. Zunkumbutaiku Onaka. Stop. They're like stop, drop. Top, middle, or bottom? Top. Okay. Oh, what are we on? Ear chakras. Oh, that's where the earmuffs came in, right? Somebody's ear. I felt like my ears was being covered up, like somebody didn't want to hear what I was saying. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, words from both external from inside. What is things? I don't know. Sir, I don't know what AS mantra is. So if you're trying to be funny, we can throw you right off. That's the power of speech. The thing is that you can be mean to somebody, but you know what? It comes right back to you. These messages are real, and answers are your prayers. So the thing is, to understand that, look, we got a whole nother one trying to horn in on. Sir, Henry, what are you really asking? Because you really have to ask the question. I don't do abbreviations. Well, I've never read the book. Never read the book. So if his thoughts are, or if the book comes out and the same things that I'm speaking from, mine comes from Oden, the archangels, the goddesses, the ascended masters, and the ancient ones. That's where I'm getting my information. This lifetime, I really didn't want to read books. I wanted to be able to experience life. So I'm not for sure. No, I'd have to look him up to know some of his work. But some people take what I say or what I talk about, and they can find it in many different areas. We're talking to Sir Henry on YouTube here, and we have Sir Henry. We're live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So the thing is that some of the teachings that I give, or the knowledge I give, has been around for a long time. But if we're not noticing it or seeing it throughout, like the teachings I give, I see it throughout other people, which is really awesome, because we're supposed to be changing our world. And the only way we can change our world is change the inner self. So, and that's into having everything, Sir Henry, but there's those eyes that are still asking, what else is there out there? What else am I missing? Well, having everything in your hand that you're grasping onto, but you're not using your magical wand here, and there's chaos running around here, just a little chaos, and those webs that we're creating stuff, then we have that there's something more that I'm missing. There should be more. But really, there's not more. All we need is strength to look inside the self. And diving into those deep waters and understanding the self. Because we hold everything. We hold everything right here. We hold us having enough money or not having enough money. And it comes down to our physical thoughts, because this card's upside down. Normally, you would be diamond gold. And look at the colors. The colors are popping today. Everything's popping, but it's only halfway there. There's so much more missing, because it's what our behaviors come to. It's where our behaviors come down to. So the thing is that understanding our behaviors and what we're doing, dealing away the addictions. And in this card, it states, it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. So we, what we do is we block ourselves from the things that we're thinking about. So when it comes to this card and they're stating, well, your ear chakras, clear your ear chakras, because we have chakras everywhere. It's not just, the layers coming down. We have 14 chakras, okay? 14 above us. And the thing is that if we can't hear what our guides and our angels are talking about, or the ascended masters or the ancient ones are talking about, if we can't hear that, it's because we got too much going on in the mind. They're showing me like a highway going like this, because then that overwhelms us. Have a nice day too. That overwhelms us. And thank you for showing up, Sir Henry. It overwhelms us, and then we get overwhelmed, and then we can't hear those good thoughts that are coming through. And the angels are willing to help, but the ascended masters are willing to help. But the thing is, we can't receive that help if we don't let them help us. So you got to let them. That's where it comes down to. You have to let them help you, because if you don't let them help you, then they can't help you at all. So, it takes the opening of that space, of that understanding in the mind, of letting go. So, is there anything else that we shall know today? They said, no, that is it. That is it. Yeah. Excuse me. Can't get any deeper than that. So have a beautiful day. And thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up. And I might be back later. You never know. It is on like Donkey Kong. That's what I said the other day. It's on like Donkey Kong. And don't let things get in your way. Don't let your mind get in your way. The thing is, sometimes we let other things get in our way, and then we get stuck, right? So, Buddha, have a beautiful day. We close this reading. We send the masters home, the archangels, the ancient ones, the goddesses. I'm like, and Oden. I don't want Oden be around here talking to me for a while. We appreciate everybody for showing up. We appreciate you for showing up. And donations are totally great, uh, welcomed. And I'm grateful for you being here and the donations that you give for happy healing, because it comes down to the self. If you're not moving forward into what you're healing, then that's going to reflect on the outside of your waters, because we're made up of water and the air is made up of water. And we're not taking that deep look into the self, because my picture up there that I created is looking at the self, looking into that deep self and realizing what we really got going on. So, Oita, Kianante, Nokeha, happy healing. Takiwa. We close this reading. We cut all ties. Have a beautiful night.